We hear a statement like yesterday and everybody gets prepared for a worse second wave. Does it do more harm than good to have the director of the CDC out there making a statement one day and then walking it back the next?
Well, I do think he was misquoted, perhaps. I think he just wanted to let people realize that you've got a flu that is potentially positive in somebody, but the test might be negative, and now we've got a coronavirus situation where the testing is also an issue. And it does create a little difficulty when you're on the front line, because the treatment for these two viruses are very specifically different. And we certainly know the flu medicines don't work with the COVID virus.
Yeah, so another reason just to everybody take a deep breath sometimes when absorbing this information and again, get the assessment of a medical professional. Dr. Lahita, another story angle we're focusing on here is hospitals around the country are beginning to see some success when it comes to injecting their patients with blood plasma from people who've recovered. Researchers say the nationwide study will help determine the treatment's safety and its potential as a stopgap treatment until we do have a vaccine. How optimistic are you, Dr. Lahita, about these plasma treatments?
We're very optimistic about the plasma treatments. In fact, we're giving them here at St. Joe's. The issue is getting donors to give their convalescent sera, and we're trying to arrange that with the American Red Cross. And we have a number of people who have stepped up to give their plasma. And the important thing is that they have to be typed against the recipient, because we can't have a rejection or an antibody reaction in the blood. Just as you were to get a blood transfusion, if you give somebody else's plasma to somebody, they have to be compatible. So it's worked tremendously well. We're giving it to our very, very ill patients, and it's part of a research project that we have going with the Mayo Clinic.
Dr. Samadi, another reason why we need to make sure we have more of these tests available, right? These antibody tests that are still being developed right now and formalized.
Yes, I think the point of the doctor is well taken. And if you look at the history of this convalescent plasma, there's a lot written about this, especially at the time of MERS and also at the time of Ebola. And out of the three options that we have right now, which is hydroxychloroquine and Z-Pak and remdesivir and also this convalescent antibodies, this seemed to be actually very promising results that coming out. So it's fantastic. Just going back to what you were saying about the CDC and the flu versus this particular disease, I think we need to be careful about the message that we give to the public out there. This was a big shock to the healthcare system. It came out of nowhere. We were not prepared, but we're in a much better position as a result of the help as the president and the federal government. We have more ventilators. We're much smarter. And as the doctor mentioned, a lot of clinical trials and medications are on the way. So I think we're going to be in good shape.
The other thing, too, that I know doctors a lot of